Hi guys, it's Alex Davidson here. I am the managing partner of LP Group Canada, and today I will try answering the most common question asked via the Facebook, via the emails. The question which is constantly tens and hundreds times asked to us per day is, how can I immigrate to Canada? Or how to immigrate to Canada? Or what should I do to immigrate to Canada? Of course, and it's pretty obvious that there is no answer which will suit every one of you. But what I'll try to do in this short video is to give you a sense of how to approach that immigration and how to start assessing your chances, so you would get an idea like where should I dig deeper, or how could I understand how immigration would work or would not work for me. So first and foremost, just a little bit of theory. Why Canada is looking for immigrants? We are the second largest country in the world with a population of just about 35 million people, which essentially means it's less than Tokyo and its suburbs, right? Canada has huge, vast, unexplored territories and resources. And in order to explore those resources, in order to utilize them, we're looking for immigrants who would successfully contribute into the development of our economy, into the development of our society. So when we're talking about immigration programs, whether they are federal or provincials, all of those programs are tailored in a way to attract those potentially successful applicants who would come in here and start contributing into the economical development of the country. So the issue is with those programs is that there are probably I would say 100 of them, of streams, of initiatives, and there is no one single resource which will give you an idea about all of those programs. So there is no way to compare those programs to get those ideas about pros and cons and processing times of each one of them. Even the website of Ministry of Citizenship and Immigration, it will probably give you just the basic answers about the most popular programs, such as the Federal Skilled Worker, Federal Skilled Trades, basic ideas about the Canadian Experience Class, but it will not give you a chance to dig deeper into those territorial and provincial streams. It will probably not give you an idea about the most popular business immigration streams. So if you're looking to understand immigration successfully, immigration properly, I would say you have two separate options or two separate streams. The option number one would be doing it yourself and doing your homework properly. So forewarned is forearmed, okay? The better you know about immigration, the better knowledge you got, the better your chances for immigrate. And it's quite obvious, right? It's not that difficult of a topic, but you would have to dig into that on a daily basis, okay? Don't limit yourself with just knowledge communities or forums. In my personal opinion, 90% of those knowledge communities is communities of people who have never been in Canada and probably would never be in there. There are rumors, there are fake information, and it has nothing to do with the reality. Okay, but so if you're trying to do it yourself, I will probably start with the Citizenship and Immigration website, and then I will dig into the provincial and territorial streams just to understand how it would work. The second option you got is, of course, hiring help. Looking for that needed help. Well, compare it to the car mechanic, okay? You do not necessarily have to have that knowledge about the car yourself, right? You can just delegate all that to the assistant or to the professional mechanic. So the same applies to the certified immigration specialists who are working for you and with you on your immigration initiatives, on your immigration to our country. So what we're doing is, and what is our job, is to assess your chances, to look into them in a broader perspective and evaluating your chances from the perspective of immigration on the federal level, of several stage immigration, so it would be federal and provincial immigration, or looking at for you in the ways where you could come to the Canada temporarily and then working on your immigration. So it could be a complex project. Next thing which I would say is applicable for almost any program or any stream is, please, while you're working on that, while you're assessing your chances, while you're trying to understand how immigration works, please do not forget about your homework. So, educational credentials assessment. Usually it's a must or almost a must for most of the programs. Like for express entry, it's a must, right? So if you are immigrating through the express entry stream, whatever the program would be, federal or provincial, education credential assessment will probably be a must for you. Language abilities, of course, either English or French, it's always necessary. Of course, I would say keep your references fresh and prepared. So again, forewarned is forearmed. Just make sure that you got your documents ready, and it won't be a surprise for you that you have to prepare the references or even the bank statement. Now, why you have to do that is that usually provincial and territorial streams are working in the way or tailored in the way that they are attracting those potential applicants swiftly. So say they need IT applicants right now, they will open the doors, take as many as necessary and close those doors. Therefore, either you got the representative who's keeping an eye on those programs for you, or you're doing it yourself. But again, you have to be prepared. You cannot just sit on your back and just wait for those programs to open and only then just apply for, say, language tests, or apply for your IELTS or TEF or DELF, whatever. One more thing is patience. However obvious it might sound, look, immigration is a way complicated process, okay? I do understand that we say as your immigration representatives, we're trying to simplify it for you that you would understand it better. But when we're saying that you have to lodge your application or prepare forms or prepare questionnaires, it does not mean that it's a simple process. Your background has to be verified. All the information which you provide has to be verified. It has to be applied. Immigration authorities would have to do their due diligence to verify and check all the information provided. And guys, it takes not just months, it takes years. Usually, on average, from 2 to 4 years, you're looking for the immigration process. And I know it might scare somebody off, but let's be honest. Whenever we're talking about the express entry system where people are just bluffed by that 5-6 months processing, it's 5-6 months process after you were selected by the federal authorities. You got a provincial stream, you got maybe a territorial stream, which takes some time. Okay, so it might be a year, it might be less than a year, but on average, it still takes lots and lots of time. Put together your preparation, so that's where those more or less 2 years are coming from. So be patient, prepare yourself, and as I said, forewarned is forearmed. If you need assistance, come to us. We would be absolutely glad to discuss your chances one-on-one with you so you would understand pros and cons of every program suitable for you, for your needs, and you would be able to select the program or stream which suits your family and your personal needs the best. All the best, and come to us. We'll be absolutely glad to assess your chances.